I don't know why. Sometimes people have more love for their animals than they have for little children.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Is there a reason she's crying?
She's just upset.
All right, what are you upset about?
Try to do something kind and just...
It's just
It said it left bruises.
I didn't realize it was going to leave a bruise. I didn't intentionally do it to leave that bruise.
So Child Protective Services was aware that somebody off the street gave her a child. Court is going to sentence.
This woman is in court facing 5 years to life in one of the most disturbing cases I've come across. She took in a child from a complete stranger she met at a grocery store. No paperwork, no CPS, no police involvement, nothing official at all. And then, tragically, she completely neglected the child. I won't go into the graphic details, but some of it is touched on in the video linked here. It's incredibly heartbreaking. What makes it even worse? She literally treated her dog better than the child she was supposedly rescuing. Judge Boyd is clearly appalled by the woman's actions, and rightfully so. She doesn't hold back, and she calls her out directly in court. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with Judge Boyd's reaction, or do you think she went too easy on her? Let's dive in and watch as Judge Boyd completely tears into this woman for her shocking behavior.
State of Texas versus Yvonne Monica Perez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Allie Jackson.
Defense?
Matthew Allen.
Are you Ms. Perez?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery that you revealed with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Perez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we are waiving the repeater enhancements. I cannot find the judgment.
No objection.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants' Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you
Your
understand it?
Yes,
Did you
Your
sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with assault intentionally, knowingly of serious bodily injury by omission with a child? Did you understand that's the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Range of punishment is 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Ms. Perez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her rights to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 18 years in the prison and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
Just the motion for continuance from yesterday.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State Office States Exhibit 1.
No objections.
Is there a reason she's crying?
She's just upset.
All right, what are you upset about?
Situation. I didn't expect this.
What's upsetting you about the situation?
Try to do something kind and just...
It's just I don't know if the court has noticed, every time she's come in, she's been very, very emotional, Your Honor.
This is not a good look at all. This woman ignored a child in her care to the point that something truly awful happened. And yet, somehow, she still had time to keep her dog well-fed, groomed, and happy. Now that she's in court, she's crying like she's the one who's been wronged. But let's be real, she's not crying because of what she did. She's crying because she's finally facing consequences. If this had never come to light, Does anyone actually believe she would have come forward on her own? Not a chance. Judge Boyd clearly isn't buying any of it. She's giving her that "you've got to be kidding me" look, like a student asking for extra credit after skipping every single class. And honestly, what's wild is that people have gotten harsher sentences for financial fraud than what this woman did. That just shows how backwards the system can be when it comes to cases like this. At this point, her tears feel more like a performance than genuine remorse. And honestly, it's just embarrassing.
I apologize, Your Honor.
No, I'm just asking questions. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone want to say why I should follow this plea bargain agreement?
I can speak briefly on that, Your Honor. I think the stipulations, so the way that she came about, Ms. Perez came about to have the child was kind of strange to begin with. She, in my opinion, I think, saw these two children that were on the streets. Her and her partner tried to help take them in. And then obviously there was an incident that Ms. Perez describes a week prior to this where, again, she should have taken the girl in for medical treatment immediately. And then obviously she fell from the stairs.
Let's backtrack a little bit, because it says in the stipulations that there were two people outside of the store. She says she's being a good Samaritan. So she takes them both back to her apartment. And then she tells one of them, I can no longer keep you here. You need to leave. But I'll keep the complainant.
Yes, her and her partner. So her partner ended up, I believe, keeping the younger boy, and she kept the younger girl at the apartment. And then,
And is this younger boy currently alive?
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
yes,
And where is he?
As CPS has removed him, he leaves with other family.
Okay.
the incident described that is the leads to this tragedy. Obviously, Yvonne describes it as she's playing. Obviously, the kid shouldn't be playing on the stairs. We know that. She hits her head and her back. She seems like she's okay as far as checking on her. She's eating while she's
So why would
eating.
she pinching her as a sign of as punishment? Because that's what it says in the steps, that she would pinch her.
Yes, sir.
Why?
It wasn't like I'm pitching her, just kind of like a grab, like just
It says it
to
left
prompt her.
bruises.
Huh? I'm sorry.
It said it left bruises.
I didn't realize it was gonna leave a bruise. I didn't intentionally do it to like leave that bruise. The little girl, when my daughter was,
And so I think she's describing as, yes, she again is admitting to that. It doesn't matter whether you think it's going to leave a bruise or not leave a bruise. I think we would agree. And then as far as her actions, she seemed like she was okay. And then the next morning, obviously she's not, and then drops her off at the hospital. And then obviously does another bad thing, just leaves her and then leaves. She does come back. She does sit down with the police. She does talk to them, tell them everything that's going on and what happened. Obviously, at that point, it's too late. But I can speak to Ms. Perez from the day I've been with her for 20 months or so, from the day I've met her until today. Every time I talk to her, she's upset. And it's not because of so much of her situation, it's because of what happened. And she knows that she did wrong. She knows she wishes she could go back in time and change all of that. And she says that every time I talk to her. And so,
Like maybe if somebody's offering you a child, maybe calling the police.
yes, going that far back. It's not one mistake. It's things that happen over and over. And again,
So was the child healthy when she received the child? Was the child healthy when you received the child?
the first one is Joel.
No, I'm talking about the child that is deceased. Was that child healthy when you received the child?
Healthy in a sense. I mean, she was
Healthy in the
skinny.
sense that
She was skinny.
Did she have all her hair?
Did she have all her what? Her hair?
On her head.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, only like patches, like not patches, but like her hair was thin. Her hair wasn't thick. It was thin. Her hair was thin. And she came when I picked her up from, when Cassandra told me to go, and when we went to go pick her up, she had like a dirty little outfit. I bought her clothes. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that I should have done and I didn't do when she first arrived at our home. I should have taken her to get a welfare check. I should have done, and I didn't. I just
Well, and like Your Honor said, I mean, the initial thing would be to contact authorities to go through the proper channels. I think CPS was contacted prior to this and made contact with Ms. Pettis, so they were aware of the situation, but again,
Aware of what situation?
that the girl was staying with Ms. Pettis. But
Was
again,
that before or after the child
before,
was taken to the hospital?
before, I believe.
So Child Protective Services was aware that somebody off the street gave her a child, and she picked up the phone and called Child Protective Services and said,
No,
"I have this child."
No, Ms. Pettis didn't. They contacted her. So again, I agree with the court. She should have done a lot of different things.
Well, I mean, I'm just unpacking things a little bit.
Yes.
So,
The mother has extensive history with CPS and had different children taken away, so I think CPS was checking into the whereabouts of Ronnie and Howell.
all right.
It was that.
So that's how CPS found out that the child was in her care,
Yes.
and CPS did nothing.
Parent.
Okay. I mean, CPS workers sometimes, well, many CPS workers are overworked and underpaid, but I'm wondering why would a CPS worker, and this is just a side note, why a CPS worker would leave a child with somebody that a mother just gave to that's a complete stranger. I guess that's something else that needs to be addressed.
Absolutely. And I'm glad the judge brought that up, because if CPS keeps slipping like this and no one calls it out, then seriously, what's the point of the system? Yes, the defendant is responsible, no question. But this whole thing just screams preventable tragedy. Tell me how someone this negligent suddenly turns into Mother Teresa the moment she's standing in front of a judge. Like, no, I'm not buying it. At all. Her story has more holes than a conspiracy Reddit thread, and yet she's still out here playing the victim like she just tripped into this situation by accident. And let's talk about the system for a second. There are actual cases where a kid missed just a few days of school and that triggered a faster CPS response than whatever happened here. Make it make sense. Let me know in the comments, are you buying her story? Because to me, she's not misunderstood. She's just dangerous.
Yes, and like I said, the circumstance behind it are, just to put it, I guess, strange, and that's one of the things that I found strange as well, to, I guess, put it nicely. But
So why am I following this plea?
Your Honor, at this point, the state, after much back and forth, we recommended this plea due to what is actually being charged, and what we can prove. It becomes a question of whether or not we can prove that she did not seek adequate medical attention in terms of she has training as an LVN and attempted to keep an eye on the child at home, and it becomes whether or not we would be able to prove that she failed to do so due to how it is charged, Your Honor. And so at this point, we do feel 18 years for what she is charged with is appropriate.
All right. And does she have a license as an LVN? I'm assuming
She did in the past.
She did in the past, and then I needed to renew it
it's
because I
expired,
went,
is that
yes.
right?
And
Yes.
then I started going to school to EC. Oh, sorry.
that's okay. It's expired.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with minors. There's to be,
Judge, did you say 8 or 18?
18. Yeah. Did I say 18?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
It's okay. Matt and I are done this
Yes,
morning.
all right. 18, all right, 18 years in the prison, credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with minors, and there's to be no employment in the future with minors or vulnerable persons. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Not sentencing, we do have victim impact, Your Honor. One.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement? Because I followed your plea bargaining agreement? And because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, whether you had your LVN license or not, I saw where you took your dog to the groomers. When a child is sick, you take a child to the doctor.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know why. Sometimes people have more love for their animals than they have for little children.
Let me know in the comments, do you think 18 years was enough time for this monster to learn her lesson? Because honestly, that felt like a courtroom discount if you ask me. Judging by her face, she's probably in her 40s. So if she serves the full sentence, she could walk out at 58, still have time to binge some Netflix, adopt a cat, and act like nothing ever happened. And sorry, but that just doesn't sit right with me. But let's be real, once she gets to prison and the other inmates find out what she did, it's about to turn into a survival game. Crimes against kids. That's bottom of the barrel behind bars. Even identity thieves won't sit at your lunch table. She's not walking into prison, she's walking into a reckoning. And seeing her show up to court in a wheelchair? I can't say for sure, but I'd bet good money that people in lockup already found out what she did. There's no rebranding yourself when your charges are that messed up. So again, did the judge go too easy? Or did justice hit hard enough? Drop your take in the comments. Huge shout out to Time Served Courtach for finding this clip. And thank you for watching. Hope you found this eye-opening. Take care.